Hello and welcome to another ship replay. My name is Midshipman Slack, and yes, you're seeing me play the Gneisenhau again. Safe to say that I have finally ground through this ship and I have moved on to the Bismarck, but that is not the reason for this video, because I need to introduce you to another player who is in the tier 6 Fubuki D2 T6, who has raced ahead and is starting to cap in B cap. Thank you very much for sending your replay through. Hopefully I can do it justice. So yeah, he's popped his smoke and he's now just capping it. There's only one DD each side, so there's a 50-50 chance there's another DD in this area. So I actually asked him in chat, dude, were you spotted? Because I was worried he'd use his smoke to avoid a destroyer. He says no. And so that changes my approach. Because I was going to go round the islands. But because he says, nope, there's nobody here, I'm okay. I've changed my approach and gone straight towards him. So it's... And that small bit of communication can make a big difference. So he's sitting there getting capped. He's got it. So he's starting to move forward. Right. So, there's my shots out against the Marblehead. And sadly they missed. They really do actually miss. It's not great. I mean, he spotted some more targets. So he's going to move around and actually go for it, this area. More shells going over the top. Very pretty. I think that's from the Miyoki, who's also gone this direction. And he's taken the long way round. But as he's a cruiser, he's got a lot more speed. So yes, he's going straight towards the area. And there's that Marblehead. Now the thing about that Marblehead is there's nothing wrong with the ship itself, but he's actually paired up with a tier 4 Kaiser. It's not got a great term this, but it's called a failed platoon or failed division. Because tier 4 should never see anything higher than a tier 5. However, if they're paired up with somebody who's of a higher tier, you go with the higher tier matchmaking. Hence why a Kaiser in this game is seeing me, the Gneisenhau, in tier 7. So he's pushed forward. There's Indianapolis, who's radared him. He's probably just covering himself there rather than necessarily doing it as an attack, because he's pulling back towards the A cap, where pretty much the entire team has decided to camp, which is going to prove difficult to shift, to say the least. So he's stayed around. He's no longer in detection, so he's now going to actually start moving forward. Oh, hello. Are these torpedoes going to hit something? Oh, Congo's made a runner. Great, nice little cheeky hit there. Who also gave him the got a flooding because it hit the rear of him. So as he decides now he's no longer in radar range, he moves forward. Let's swap over to what I was doing at this time. So I've caught up with D2 and just laying some supporting fire here. Set my fighters up because I know there's aeroplanes on their way, and also help with spotting across the island until the D2 can get far enough out. So D2's plan is actually to go far west, or far to the west, and to circle round. The Miyoki, who's realised he's gone too far forward, is trying desperately to get back into cover. Will he be successful? Because we're in a bit of a tight situation, because there's about half the team, literally half the team, sat in A cap. I can't go forward, I just get murdered. And equally, but they can start to come round and envelop us because we're not going anywhere. So, where's that? Oh, there's that Marblehead again. He's made of citadels. German dispersion versus citadels, and that destruction was the Miyoki to my left. Oh, yeah, could have been better. Could have been better, but I'll settle for one citadel. Here comes the enemy CV player. He knows I'm isolated, but my fighter is up, so it's going to deal with at least one of them. So I only really have to deal with one of the other fighter planes. Oh, I get hit a little bit, but to be honest, just brush it off. Brush it off. There's a Marblehead. Can I finish this guy off? Come on. Come on. Yes? No? Ah, bounced. Bounced. You must be kidding me. It bounced. But yeah, so I've been pushed back here because there's still 7 or 8 allies there, or enemies ahead of me. So I can't do very much at this point. So there's the Queen Elizabeth getting picked on by the CV, who also has an absolute cracking game. So he's moved forward, and now the Wyoming has caught up with me, and he's proving to be a wonderful meat shield to all the incoming battery fire. You might as well pick. You can pick on a tier 5, or you can pick on a tier 7. You know who you're going to pick on. So I fired my rear guns out against the Koenig. He's turning in though, so absolutely nothing. More planes are incoming. So we've got to see what they are. They're going to be the torpedo planes. Now the Wyoming may not have the greatest AA, but I do have a lot of. But between us, we cause this guy an absolute mincemeat. I bet this CV player is getting decidedly irritated by me. But I do a nice little love bump. Now let's swap over to D2 and see how he's getting on. So he's moved far to the left here, or to the west. And there's his favourite target, the Indianapolis. But this has had a really good effect. Because he's gone so far west, he is providing a nice little defensive line for myself and the Wyoming, who are back in B cap, who cannot get enveloped by these guys. So torpedoes have been sent out towards the Queen Elizabeth, and he's getting the hell out of dodge. And not surprising too. There's still a lot of enemy ships there. But is that battleship going to do what all battleships do and sail in a straight line? Which I have proven incorrect, because most players do. Oh, they're looking tasty. Because at the moment, we are down 2 ships. The enemy are up against us 2 ships to 0. But this looking tasty. Looking good. Oh, beautiful strike. Devastating strike. And the first kill for our side. Fantastic. Now that has had a minimal impact in terms of the game, in terms of the score. But a huge impact on this left-hand flank. Because that, as you can see, has forced everybody to turn away. The Annapolis has turned back. The Grass Spray has turned back. That Leon's turned back. And has pretty much defended that entire flank for the price of a few torpedoes for 1 life. Which is great news. It means it's given me the opportunity, and that Wyoming, a breathing room. So let's go back over to that viewpoint. So I've actually used this opportunity which D2 has given me to try and turn my ship around. Because the last thing is otherwise I've just been stuck in facing forwards, only getting a couple of guns to bear, and would not have the movability, because you can have more movability going forwards. Unfortunately, the Wyoming hasn't taken the same opportunity and has continued to push forward, and he's still going to get exactly the same problem as we had about couple of minutes ago. There's still a huge amount of enemies just north of that island. So by going past that island, he's got the firepower of pretty much half the team still. And sadly, I'm trying to do this Indianapolis, another one, but he is ducking and diving like a boss. Very good play by him. I might get him with this one, and oh, come on. RNG, give me a break, would you? But sadly, with German dispersion, that was never going to happen. So in my haste, I end up maybe slightly hitting the island. And there goes the Wyoming. Sad, really, we could do with that, because look at the scores now. We are down 5 ships to their 2. With the only other ships being killed by D2 and 1 cruiser in the far side. Our CV player is still providing some fantastic support up here and has picked up the Tango. Dropped his torpedoes. Oh, ouch. Beautiful strike there. And I'm just trying to get myself out of dodge here, out of problems. Still spotted. Oh, another hit there. Brilliant. Well, that Congo sees blood. D2 has opened up. He's open, and we can see what we can do. Come on. It's going to play. Who's going to blink first? Me or the Congo? Shots out. Who's got the aim right? Yes! RNG is with me. Fantastic. So it's time to now push forward and to guard the center and keep this cap on our terms at the moment. It's still down on ships, but we need to do something about that. Congo was the first. Who's next? Hello, cruiser. Come on. I need probably one hit here. Thank you. 2 kills. Brilliant. But I wouldn't have been able to do this sort of charge if I didn't think my flank was covered. Thanks to D2 there. Right, who's up next? So there's the Koenig, but I could hit the Koenig, but I know that D2 really wants that Indianapolis dead, and he's very low health. Send a salvo out. See if I can pink him this time. Can I? Nope. He sort of almost has sixth sense, that guy, understanding where I am going to shoot. So, but I did waste a salvo. I do have friends behind me who are laying some fire down here. Come on, who's going to blink? D2 has sent a load of torpedoes from the left. And that's actually worked in my favour fantastically, because that's kind of forced the Koenig to come towards me. There's the torpedoes. It's forced the Koenig to come towards me. And it's exactly what I want to do, because the Gneisenhau is a beautiful brawler, but we're equal health. So we're going to have to see what happens. He needs to get his gunfire, all his guns firing. So I've got advantage on him at the moment. So he's going to have to open up his bow. I wait. I aim at the superstructure because I know that he was angled there. Come on, torpedoes. Get there. But I'm now absolutely broadside against the Grass Spree and the Leon in the background. Did I get him? Yes! Excellent. 3 kills. Now I've got to just protect myself from the incoming fire from the Leon. Yeah. Ow. 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 That hurt. That hurt a lot. Mind the islands, and there's the Kaiser, who has done really well considering how low a tier he is. Now he smells blood, and unsurprisingly too. Get a tier 7 scalp that's just killed 2 or 3 of your friends. So I call out to the CV. I can see airplanes coming in over the top of me from the minimap. Please get him, because he's my next one to target. Indianapolis, the Leon, more firing. Come on, right. Here he is. There's the Kaiser. Tier 4, but I'm low health. What's going to happen? And sure enough, the CV... I trust the CV to do the damage. So I open up against the Indianapolis. He's far more dangerous targets, D2. And sure enough, that's a beautiful torpedo strike. Well done. And there's the... He's sent his planes away because he's hoping that this caused the flood. He's sending them back round again to do some extra damage. So what was a... relative fair fight. Oh, brilliant. Great strike. Salvo out. Dead. Great. We've turned this game right around. A defended B cap for the enemy. Now we just need to... But there's not a lot I can do. I'm seriously low health. And we need to have someone else step up to the plate. Over to you, D2. So while that was happening, he's pushed round the flank and has discovered the enemy CV. He's already sent his torpedoes out. So can these hit? Come on. That'll really tip the balance into our favour. Pops his smoke because he spots the Indianapolis. There goes the CV. Fantastic. Opens up. No, it's not been spotted now. He's going to play a little bit of chicken with this guy because he has got radar. Turns his fire to the Grass Spree. There's nothing better to shoot at. Oh, there's my fire coming in. Oh. Almost okay. Yep, go good old hit there. Where is this Indy gone? He's radared him. He's going to have to fire soon. Where is he? Where is he? There! There he is. Minimal health. Salvo out. Come on, D2. Get this guy. Oh, just. Come on. Another one. Move forward. Can he miss? Has he misjudged it? Yep, he has. He's got the final set. That's my shots missing. Come on, they're looking good. Looking good. Yes! Oh, one more. One more? You mean one more? Come on. These ones better. Got him! And the winning strike for the game. Brilliant. And sadly, he didn't send me the screenshots. So I did 94k damage. A few kills there. But it wasn't for D2. And there you have it. He did particularly well. 1636 base XP. If it wasn't for his moves and that CV, I don't think we could have pulled off this win. I hope you enjoyed this, folks. I've enjoyed making it. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you all on the next one. Goodbye.